Hi there, everyone. My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. And we are in the holiday season. I've already covered the only full holiday albums I'm going to cover for the season, but for fun, I'm going to do some other albums that have a Christmas song on them. And I know I just covered the Ramones recently, but we're going to do the Ramones again. We're going to do the Brain Drain album this time. And you'll understand why when I get to this one, unless you're a Ramones fan, and you already understand why. Now, Brain Drain is actually a fantastic album. I'm going to be completely upfront about this. This is one of those albums that if you're going to get in the Ramones, this is a great one to get into because it's got some great Ramones covers, or not cover, I mean, great Ramones classics. And the ones that aren't classics are all still, there's like really solid songs on here the whole way through. I was surprised the very first time I listened to this album and went, wow, really? How did I not hear this album before? Or really, this album was so late in their career? Wow. This was their last 100% purely solid album, though, I would say. And, let me get into this one, right? So, we start off with I Believe in Miracles. Great tune. Very uplifting, very wonderful, just enjoyable the whole way around. I really, Dee Dee really is underrated as a music writer. I mean, usually a lot of their best songs are Dee Dee, at least at its core. And this is one of those examples. And then after that, we go into Zero Ufo. Yet again, another wonderful song I really, really enjoy. And I had never, ever heard about it before this album. And I spent my whole time listening to it afterwards. And Zero Ufo has made it into quite a few of my different playlists over the years, just because it's very, very enjoyable. After that, you go to Don't Bust My Chops. Don't Bust My Chops is a lot more classic, kind of Ramones, a little more classic punk. Not anything special, not anything great, but, it's got that whole attitude going, that whole, get out of my face kind of don't bust my chops, but simple. After that, we go into Punishment Fits the Crime. And this one's a little bit different to me for the Ramones, and the right type of different, good different. This is a little bit of growth, it feels like, a little maturity, not just your basic 4/4 super fast. I mean, it is still your basic 4/4, and it is still, kind of quick, but there's a depth to it. That's what it is. There's a depth to it. And usually Ramones are pretty, I hate to say pretty shallow, but they, they're two choruses or two verses, three choruses and you're out kind of thing, right? That's the Ramones. That is followed by All Screwed Up. I enjoy All Screwed Up when I'm listening to it on the album. I don't know if it's a song that I really would say is great to listen to on its own. It's not bad. It does the job. That is followed up by Palisades Park, which I believe is a cover. It says Charles Barris on the back. I'm not sure what the original group is. I really like what they do with this. I think it's a really fun song. And I think the Ramones really kind of capture this great uplifting almost energy of being, I don't know if Palisades Park is an amusement park or whatnot, but that's what it sounds like to me based off the music, and it really has that kind of vibe to it, or that liveliness to it. From there, we go into Pet Sematary. Ooh, yeah, Stephen King, baby. And yes, this is directly related to Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Because when Stephen King did the movie Pet Sematary, he's a huge fan of the Ramones. He asked the Ramones if they would be interested in doing a song for the movie. Plus, he wanted to use in the book even. I think maybe he got in a meeting with them beforehand because he wanted to use the lyrics from Blitzkrieg Bop in the book. If you ever get the chance to read the book for Pet Sematary, which you should, wonderful, fun book. You know, when I say fun, I mean if you like horror or the supernatural. Great. Anyways, the song is fantastic as well. I absolutely love it. I've actually karaoke'd it multiple times. I bought a karaoke disc. I own it on karaoke, and I bought it just because I love the song itself. After that, we go Learn to Listen. Learn to Listen. We're back to straight up punk again. Nothing special, just some high pace, simple vocal. Go at it. After that, we get into Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Can't Get You Out of My Mind is very much that 50s kind of swing, kind of rock. A little bit of a slower tempo. It's a very good song. It really is. Not a song I would necessarily listen to all the time, but if I were running, a roller rink or something like that, I would definitely slip it in there during, nights. Ignorance is Bliss. Not sure how I feel about Ignorance is Bliss. It's not a bad song. It's alright, I guess. Come Back Baby harkens back to what I was saying about Can't Get You Out of My Mind, with having that kind of 50s kind of vibe, 50s, 60s rock kind of vibe to it. Not a song that I'm overly into. And the whole reason I am covering this album right now for this review, Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. Great tune. And I love the delivery, because where I say Merry Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight, that is the delivery. Merry Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight. You can hear the drums and the going on. I don't want to fight tonight. Just to accent everything the way it's supposed to. It's great. Not your standard Christmas song, and it kind of bums me out that it didn't get more traction over the years, because this is definitely a lot better than songs like Santa Baby. Oh my god. And there's been a few other ones, that have kind of picked up in the more recent years that way. And I'm not a fan of them. This one, though, this one's awesome. I love this. Good song. Great song. In the appropriate season. I like that they put it at the very end of the album, because it flows nicely with everything else. I don't even mind when it comes on outside of the season kind of thing, because it is at the very end of the album. And after Ignorance is Bliss, Come Back Baby, Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight, it has a nice flow to it. It really does. So, folks, if you come across the Ramones Brain Drain album, please do yourself a favor and pick it up. It is definitely one of their best albums, and is one of their most consistent from beginning of the album to the end of the album for solid, enjoyable tracks. I recently did a triple shot. The Ramones' first album, The Ramones, is the only one I have covered so far. Out of all of the Ramones albums I've talked about so far, the Ramones album is the only one that I compare to this one so far. I know there are other ones that are up there with this one, but this seriously solid Ramones. Should definitely highly pick it up. Anyways, my views. That's what I think. That's what I'm saying. Leave me your views. That's what the comment section is for. That's why it's there. Otherwise, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications button. That helps me out, helps you out. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.